Hey guys, it's D-Stead. Yeah, we're here on Fiery Salient. I really enjoy this WZ-121. It has got to be one of my favorite light tanks I've ever driven. I'm really excited for the, sorry, not the WZ-121, the 131. I'm really excited for the 132. Assuming it's the same thing as this, just better. Of course, it'll see more Tier 10 games than this one will, but this is a Tier 10 game, and you'll see that, you know, this one performs just fine. Anyways, here in Fiery Salient, in the Scout, there's two, like, clear choices things to do. One is run that middle ridge, that T29 is doing, and one is rush to this bush. Now, this bush is usable by either side. As you can see, the Object 140 on their team has also opted to go to that bush. Well, I'm not going to contend with a Tier 10 medium, not in this tank, so I'm just going to do some evasive maneuvers to try and get out of there. He gets shot a couple times, and of course he slams me in the butt with a heat round, you know, because 270 millimeters of penetration is not enough to pen the back of this thing. No, I mean, he already had a heat round loaded, probably for the E3 on our team. He would have known that the E3 would be coming up this way, so it makes sense that he had a heat round loaded. It's just kind of funny that he used it on the rear of a Tier 7 light tank. Anyways, I figured he'd be coming back. You know, he knows there's a lot of guns down this side. There is, and you know, and I left, right? The Scout left, so it makes sense that he'd try and go back to that bush. So I came up, trying to spot him again on the way back. I think someone else got the spot. That's okay, he's still dead. Now, I'm, you know, the cat's out of the bag, they know where I am, so I'm playing a more active role. You know, I'm trying to get this T-54 spotted on my way over this ridge. I shoot him, but we miss he shoots me, but we miss each other. But now I'm thinking, you know what, the front runners on their team are gone. That 140, which was their best player, their best hope for success, he's gone, and so is that T-54, which means there's probably just a heavy tank, maybe a couple heavies sitting in the back of artillery. So I go back up to this bush to see if I can spot something. This bush is fantastic, and sure enough, I get the SC1. I don't want to shoot at him though yet, because I don't want to give away my position, but then he disappears. I'm thinking to myself, why did he disappear? I thought I was the one spotting him. And what I can figure maybe is he had fired, and so I see the artillery shell go in. I figure, you know what, if I want further spotting damage, I'm going to have to be pretty aggressive. It's obvious that this flank is winning, and the other flank is losing. Now, in a light tank, you've kind of got, well, in my opinion, the best course of action to do in a situation like this, instead of going back to defend the losing flank, ooh, that was nice, 2,250 spotting damage. I'm pretty sure that was all me. That 120 beside me, he was pretty close, so you never know, maybe we split that 50-50. Anyways, what I was saying is, in my opinion, the best course to take is to assist your flank in just rifle crushing, instead of going back to defend the other one. Because in a light tank, I mean, you really can't defend very well. Well, I mean, you can, but it's harder. You don't have the armor, you don't have the gun, you don't have any of the deterrents that stop people from attacking, not like an E100 would or something, right? But if you are aggressively pushing on your flank, it motivates both your team to help push, and you spot everybody. You spot enemy tanks for them to shoot at. You really can. You frustrate the enemy. Everyone hates a light tank that's behind their lines. Everyone hates that, and so it causes confusion and distraction. It really helps your team progress. And now you've seen we went from being only one tank ahead to now we're 5 tanks ahead, 6 tanks ahead. So you really can just crush your way through an enemy flank by doing that in a light tank, just by aggressively pushing, as long as it's obvious that your team are close behind you, and don't just, you know, blindly rush into the enemy. tanks, hoping that they'll attack, your allies will attack, because odds are they're just going to leave you alone, let you die. But if you can, you know, get the steam going, get the team rolling, oh yeah, you can really just raffle crush a flank, or help your team raffle crush your flank in when you're driving a light tank. Anyways, they're trying to capture our base. Now, we're 7 tanks ahead, so I'm not really worried about them succeeding to capture. You never know, but it's probably not going to happen. And there enough. You know, you can see the IS-3 now. One shot resets the cat. Now it's toast. There's no way they're going to come back from this win unless miracles happen. But, I mean, that's just probably not going to happen. Now, there's only one light tank. Well, in a bit. There, now we go. Now there's only one light tank on their team. He's spotted. We know where he is. You know, we've got some very high tier medium tanks, which are excellent at killing lights alive. You know, I kind of felt bad for this artillery. He's got a turret. You know, had he backed up to that dead tank earlier, he might have been able to shoot this lightweight, but as it was, it didn't work. So I go back to watch the M46 Patton. This is probably one of my favorite tanks, although when it moved to HD, the turret got pushed upwards, like half a turret height. So, I don't know, I guess that's kind of a nerf, maybe? I don't know, it's a lot taller than it used to be. But, yeah, this was one of my favorite tanks. It's so good. But, yeah, anyways, it's, you know, uneventful finish. They just kill him, and that's the end. Man, that 1-2-1 had a good game. Look at that, 5 kills. Yeah, he was fun to play with. So anyways, guys, yeah, that was, believe it or not, that was my Light Tank 14 mission for the T28 Heavy Tank Concept, which is to spot 3,000 damage, or do 3,000 spotting damage. You're supposed to be doing that in a platoon. They enabled you to do it by yourself, though, and yeah, this game, I managed to get it by myself. No platoon needed for this guy. That was fantastic, yeah. So, I didn't do very much damage, 500 and something damage, but yeah, I got over 3,100 spotting damage, so that's all that really mattered. Third on experience, a whole bunch of credits and experience and stuff. Yeah, I really do love this tank, and yeah, this mission I felt like was actually a lot easier than the, what was it, Light Tank 12, where we had to do 1,000 spotting damage, but remain undetected at the point of spotting, or at the point the damage was dealt. That mission took me forever to do, and I barely got it done. I think I did like 1,002 damage. But this one was pretty good. You know, I've only been working on this one for, I don't know, a couple days, a week maybe. So yeah, it was good. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. See you on the battlefield if you're in North America. If not, well, see you around.